Peter. Congratulations. Obviously, your left hand there is nicely bandaged up. Can you give us any insight as to how long it will take for that to heal?
I have no idea. The doctor said it's broken, and I felt it in the fight that I broke it. I think it was the left overhand in the first round, and I heard it crack, and it was hurting. But you know, in a fight, you just go for the win, so you forget the pain. And I was hitting him in the second round also with my left, but right now it hurts really, really bad. So it's broken. I will have to check it on Monday, because my flight back home to Germany is tomorrow morning, so I want to take care at home with my doctors.
Your striking was incredible tonight. Can you just talk about the evolution of your game and how you think you've got to the point now where you are in your career?
You know, it's because I kept training all the time. You know, I signed with the UFC the first time when I was 21 years old, and I really wasn't experienced MMA fighter. The UFC came to Germany, and you know, the German scene is not so good. There is not a lot of good German fighters, so they picked me up because I had a good year, but I just wasn't good enough. But yeah, so I lost 3 times on my first run. They cut me, but I always believed in me and kept working, and I'm training all the time, never gave up, and yeah, now I'm here.
The UFC is going to Gdansk later on this year. Are you hoping that your hand is healed by then and you can fight? Obviously, you were born in Poland.
Yeah, for sure. That's the ultimate plan. My last fight was in Hamburg, and today it's like I had 9 months layoff, and I didn't want it. Like, I wanted to fight earlier, but I just didn't get a fight. So I hope it will happen in Poland. Of course, Poland is my home country. I was born in Poland, and maybe they are looking for a co-main event over there.
Oh, congratulations. It was an incredibly impressive victory for you tonight. You know, you talk about just more experience, I guess. I mean, is that just it, more experience? Is there something you can point to physically, mentally, specifically as to why you're on this amazing run that you're on?
You know, I think I have the right team around me, and I have enough experience. So really, I have coaches for everything. I have striking coaches, I have grappling coaches, I have coaches for strength and conditioning. And now, you know, I'm making a little bit more money with the UFC now, so that gives me more chances. So I take the money and I invest it in my career. So after my last fight, I immediately went to Coconut Creek to train with the American top team. So that was a really good experience. I went to Thailand to train at the Phuket top team. You know, I went to San Diego. So I traveled the world to learn, to train, and I bring all this knowledge home and train with my coaches. You know, I'm on a mission. This fight, that was just a step. I know how good I am because I'm sparring with world level fighters, and I know I'm on that level, and I'm really happy that I could prove it against a veteran like Ben Saunders. And no disrespect to him, because he's a legend in my eyes, but it was easy. You know, it was easy. It was easy. He wasn't dangerous to me at all, and yeah, I think I proved the point tonight.
Absolutely, you did. And I know you talked about being interested in the Poland event, but you know, all of your success, it seems, has come over here in Europe. Is there a desire, because you know your name, your profile might not be as much over in the States right now? Is there, you know, a desire on your part to maybe come over there and fight on a big Vegas event or something like that?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Of course, but you know, for me, it's always something special to fight at home in Germany or in Poland, because you have the crowd behind you. So I prefer that. But if the UFC calls me to Vegas, I go there. I said it before. I don't choose fights. You know, I'm an old school fighter. So when the UFC says you fight this guy, I'm in there, baby. No problem.
You right here. You said you were on a mission. What is your mission?
You know, my next goal is to get into the top 10 of the welterweight division. So that's the mission, and from there we see. Of course, the ultimate goal is the belt. I'm not doing the sport because of money or fame. You know, I'm a traditional martial artist, and I just want to challenge myself and see how far I can bring it in the game. And of course, you know, with a mindset like that, you want to reach the top. So that's that's the dream, and I'm chasing this dream, and I'm working really hard for it.
And can you just clarify? Last time you said you wanted to represent Jamaica, and today the ring announcer said Germany, and we also know that you're originally from Poland. Where are you from?
So I'm from Poland, but I live in Germany, and I represent Jamaica. And a lot of people don't understand it, especially American people, because they are such patriots. But I was born in Poland, and I moved to Germany when I was a little child. And I don't know if you know the history of the two countries, but in the Second World War there was a lot of troubles and a lot of problems. So, in my life I got a lot of hate from both sides, and that's why I choose to represent Jamaica, to send out the message to a world that, I've been in over 40 countries in my life, and I think most of the people are good people. And I'm not representing Jamaica, but the Jamaican flag is just a message that we are all one love.
There was a bit of a story when coming up with matchups for this card, and you were supposed to face Norwegian Emil Mick.
Yeah.
Is that something that you want to try to put together again? Do you have any interest in that matchup?
No, I don't care about this guy. I mean, I said it before. For me, it was a good fight. Like stylistically, it was a good fight. In my opinion, he's overrated. He has one good win against Paul Harris with a lucky punch. I think with 100 fights against Paul Harris, he would win one. So the other 99 he would lose. And now he's in the UFC. He won one fight, and that's it. And he starts to calling out people. Then they offered him a fight against me. He refused to take the fight. Then they offered him Nordin. He said yes. And 2 weeks before the fight, he said he's injured. And on Thursday, I was training in the workout room in the hotel, and I saw him doing stretches I couldn't do, and I'm not injured. So I don't know if it's true or not. Maybe he's looking for big fights, and he just wanted the way out. So I'm not interested in fighting guys like him. I want to fight real fighters and not clowns.
I understand. You just said you're not the type of guy to call out any fighters or choose opponents. But if there was like a wish that you had, or any particular guy that you have your eyes on, who would that be?
I want to challenge myself, and since I'm a grappler and a jiu-jitsu black belt, I'm always very interested in fights against good grapplers. Like, for example, Ben Saunders. He's also a black belt with a really, really difficult style on the ground. So that was interesting for me. And my ultimate matchup would be against Damian Maia. I mean, he's the best grappler in MMA, in my opinion. And it's not like that I say I would beat him 100%, but it would be the biggest challenge for me. So this would be my dream fight, but I think I have to go step by step. Maybe Gunnar Nelson would be a good next opponent for Poland, but I don't want to call out anybody. It's just in my head.